Namaste, beloveds. Welcome to day 5 of the Devi Sadhana, welcoming Ma Durga in our hearts, welcoming different forms of Goddess Durga in our hearts in these troubled times, very intense times, very sorrowful times, very heartbreaking times. But there is a lot happening during these times. I'm just gonna keep talking until I see some signs that some sisters have gathered, some brothers have gathered, and then we can start with our practices. So, just send me a sign that you are here. In this new format of Facebook Live talks, I don't see who has signed in. So that is why if you give me a sign with a like or a comment, then I will know that some of you all are here, then I'll get the practices started. Until then, I'll wait for a few minutes more. And if some of you are here and I don't know yet, then just let's start with some breathing practices again. Let's take the breath all the way down to the first chakra, going all the way deep. We want to go really deep in our practices. So our breath is our tool to go deep. So try and take the breath as deep as you can, going deeper and deeper, all the way deep down into your belly, and then all the way deep down into your first chakra, second chakra. And then exhaling with a sigh, just letting out a soft sound. We have arrived. We are showing up for the whole planet. We are showing up for ourselves. No matter what we are feeling today, every day is different. Sometimes there is panic, sometimes there is fear, sometimes there is anger coming through. Sometimes all we want to do is just pray and pray and pray for the planet. So still waiting for some of our guests to start joining us. Meanwhile, whoever is already gathered will just take deep breaths. As the goddess chant plays to Goddess Amba, Goddess Durga, just bring in the mantra, the sound of the mantra into you when you breathe in. Jai Ma. Thank you for your comment, Mummy. Jai Ma. Just bringing in the energy of the goddess inside of you with every breath. And with the sound, the mantra entering you. The Amba mantra entering you. The Durga mantra entering you. Taking deep breaths deep down into your belly. Now, and exhaling with a sigh. Letting out whatever pressures that might be, like, feeling stuck in your body. Different parts of the body carry different kinds of tensions and contractions. So here we will begin with just opening up the body little by little, gently, lovingly opening up the body. And exhaling with the sound of the ocean again, coming back to our daily practice of just pulling back into our own with this long and deep exhalation with the sound of the ocean. Surrendering to what is with every exhalation. Surrender, surrender, surrender some more. With every exhalation, surrendering some more. With every exhalation, surrendering some more, arriving some more into the here and now. I am here. I'm ready to commit to my truth. I'm ready to commit to rising up for myself and for all beings that need my support, my energy right now on this planet. I am ready. I'm ready in surrender. I'm ready in commitment. I'm ready with my sadness, my tears. I'm ready with my joy. I'm ready with my devotion. I'm ready with my voice. Today's goddess. On fifth day, the fifth goddess is ruling over the fifth chakra, that is the throat chakra. This is your voice. And as I keep on reminding you all every single day that in today's times, your voice is most needed in the world. So I'm unable to see if you have already joined because here the new format does not show how many people are already watching. So if you are here, please give us a sign so that we know you are here, so that I can start with other practices. Otherwise, we stay with the breath for some more time. Welcome, Amita. So let's wait for a few more of our brothers and sisters to join us on the live call. Meanwhile, the ones who have gathered, we will go into our breath deeper and deeper. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Welcome, Lola. Namaste. In through the nose and out through the mouth with every breath. See how every breath of yours is becoming a prayer at the feet of the goddess, calling her here. Come, come, my divine mother, come. We all need you so much. There is such crisis going on. Planet Earth, please come. Breathing in her grace, her love, bring the goddess in on this planet with your deep in-breath. Bring the goddess here. Let us invite her here in the circle with us. Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. Welcome, Maria Magdalena. Welcome. Let us open up the circle with 3 ohms. Then we can go into our breath some more. Just bring your hands in a namaste in front of your heart. Let's take a deep in breath. Begin. In. And then softly opening your eyes. We are going to start our practices today with applying 3 locks. We always start our sadhana with some kind of practice to anchor us into our bodies, anchor us into our truths, because our energies can be all over the place. Emotionally, we are going through so much. So it's very hard to be present. It's very hard to even listen or to receive. It's hard enough to be present to our own thoughts, our own words. I can't be present sometimes to what I am thinking myself. So it's much harder to listen to someone else. That is why it's wonderful and beautiful to start with our own practices. So once again, you'll start with our basic meditation mudra. The 3 locks we apply first. We will apply lock 9 times to the first chakra, Mool Bandha. Mool means applying the lock to the roots, because we really have to be strongly, firmly rooted in these times, because everybody is going to feel ungrounded, because everybody is floating through so much chaos, a storm. We are all going through a storm. So rooting ourselves is very important. So the root chakra, the first chakra, when we breathe in, we will tighten it up, we will lock it, and we'll hold the breath. And then we'll exhale through the mouth and we'll relax it. The second chakra will be applied in our belly. We'll take a deep in breath. We'll exhale completely, because the belly has to be emptied out, and then we can apply a lock there. We'll exhale completely, and then we'll apply the lock in the belly. And then we'll inhale. Again, we'll exhale and apply the lock. And then the third lock we'll apply in the throat chakra. And today's theme is the throat chakra with our goddess. Today, on day 5, we will talk about the 5th chakra, that is the throat chakra, with our goddess today, Skanda Mata. So for the throat, you will take a deep in breath. Exhale completely. Push the chin out a little bit. And then bring the chin down all the way. And then inhale. After holding it for a few seconds, we will inhale. I'm showing you right now because later on I might not be able to do it with you, because it is hard to give instructions when I have lock on my throat. Okay? So let us begin with the first chakra lock practice, the very first chakra, that is your root chakra. We are trying our level best to be rooted in planet Earth. So let us first open up and anchor our root chakra and make it firm and strong. Okay? So exhaling completely. Inhale. Tighten up. Hold the breath. Tighten the first chakra. You'll feel like your energy is coming up towards your third eye. And you're still holding for a few seconds. Exhaling through the mouth with a sigh. In. Tighten. Hold. Bringing the energy up. Holding still. Exhaling. In, tightening the first chakra. The energy is coming up and you're holding it, holding it. Exhaling with a sigh. In, tighten, hold. Exhale. In, tighten, holding, holding, and exhale with a sigh. Once again, in, tighten, holding, holding, exhaling with a sigh. Another deep in breath. Hold, tighten, hold, still tightening and holding it. Exhaling. In, tightening up your root chakra. Holding it with firmness, determination. Rooting. I'm firmly rooted. I'm firmly anchored. Activating your root chakra and then exhale. In, tighten, firmly anchored, rooted, rooted, holding, holding. In, again, tightening, firmly rooted, holding the bandha, moola bandha, lock on my roots. And exhale. In, tightening, rooted, firmly rooted. Holding it. Few more seconds. Letting it out. Now for a few seconds, we'll just take our normal breath. Relaxing softening the body. What am I rooted in? What is holding me? What deeper soul truth am I choosing in this moment to root in? What am I standing up for with all my firm commitment? Rooted like a tree. Feel yourself like a tree whose roots are going deep, deep down. Not in the superficial grounds, going much deeper into the real truth. In such intense times, we come to know what is the deeper truth, because all the superficial truth starts falling apart. Kali times, Kali Yuga, Kali times. Kali is naked, meaning the naked truth. Kali wants to reveal the naked truth. Through all this chaos, she's bringing us closer to the naked truth. And then coming to the next bandha, second bandha, we will apply the lock in our belly chakra, in our power center. All the three so important. Roots, right now being rooted, very important. Belly, our power center. Staying in our power, very important. And then the third will be the throat chakra. Using our voice to uplift people, to speak truth, to give voice to the goddess. All the three very important. So now let's get in touch with our power center again. This is a theme for every single day because these are 9 evenings of Goddess Durga, and Goddess Durga is always rooted in power. She's the goddess of empowerment. She's a goddess that is committed to standing in, rooted in deep, deep, authentic truths, naked truth. So, remember what we will do? Deep inhalation into the belly, and then exhaling fully, so completely. You'll feel like your belly is going completely inside. You'll feel like not even 1% of air is remaining inside. And then you will hold that lock. You'll almost feel like your belly is about to touch all the way behind, all the way towards your spine. Your belly is going down backwards, all the way towards your spine. Okay? So, deep in breath. Exhaling completely through the mouth. Make the exhalation longer and longer. Become completely empty. And then holding the lock. In, out, lock, and as you are applying the lock, stay rooted in your power. Stay firm in your power. In, out, lock. Nothing can take my power away. Nobody can steal my power away. In, out. Holding, staying firmly in the lock, in your power. Firm. And in, out. Applying the lock. I am firmly committed to sitting in the seat of my own soul's power. I am deeply committed to being a source of power to many. In, out. Hold. Holding the lock. Holding the lock. And in, out. Becoming fully empty and applying the lock firmly. Strong commitment to staying in your power. In, out. Holding the lock. In, out. Tight. Holding the lock. Sitting with firmness, a firm commitment to claiming your power, taking your power back. And inhale. Release the effort. Keep your eyes closed still. And just sit with your attention on your belly chakra, your power center. And holding all the lives that are feeling very disempowered right now into your belly center. The ones that are feeling disempowered, let them get in touch with their own power through your practices. We are not just practicing for our own self. We are practicing for the upliftment of all sentient beings. Every sacred life form, we are practicing for every life that does not have the privilege of a spiritual path that can support them, that can bring them to their own when they have lost their voice, when they have lost connection with their truth. And then slowly bringing your attention to your throat chakra, our chakra for today. So I'll show you once again, because when you all are doing it, I'll not be able to show it to you. Just in case somebody else, someone new has joined, because I'm not able to see when new people join. So if you all can just keep on sending me some kind of a sign when someone new joins, then it'll be wonderful. Okay, so I'll show it again. So for anyone new that has joined, you'll take a deep in-breath to apply lock in the throat chakra. And then exhaling completely, you'll bring your chin slightly forward and bring the chin down. And you'll push it down, hold it down here for as long as possible without breathing in. You'll hold your out breath here. And then you'll breathe in. Bring the head up again. Exhaling. Bring the chin forward. And then bring the chin down again. Okay, we'll do this practice as well 9 times. So let us begin. Deep in breath. Exhale. Bring the chin forward. You can even take your saliva down if you like. Bring the chin down and hold the out breath. Hold the exhalation. Holding, 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 and breathe in. Exhale completely. Let's take another in-breath. In. And chin forward. Gulping down your saliva. Bring your chin down. And hold the lock. Holding the lock. Holding. Holding. In. Out. Another breath in. Exhale completely. And chin forward. Bringing it down all the way. Touching it almost to your collarbone. Holding the exhalation out. Inhaling. And exhale. Another inhalation. Exhale completely. Chin slightly forward. And then locking the throat chakra. And holding the out breath. Holding it out. Holding it out. In. exhale. In. Exhale, completely become empty. Chin forward and down, all the way down into your collarbone, holding the out breath. You're not breathing right now. In, out. In, exhaling completely, bringing the chin forward, gulping saliva down, bring the chin down, and hold. In, out. In, exhaling completely, bringing the chin forward and down, holding the lock, Jalandhara Bandha, putting a lock on your throat chakra, activating your throat chakra. In, out. In, exhaling completely, bringing the chin forward, applying the lock, chin down, locked, activating your throat chakra. In, out. In, exhale completely, bringing the chin forward, putting the lock, bringing the chin down, holding. In, and let go of the effort. Just stay with your throat chakra with your eyes closed just for a few seconds. Today we will do a lot of practices and we'll understand what we are holding in our throat chakras. Bringing a softness, a soft, relaxed presence in your body. We are always beginning with the body because the body is our Shakti. The body is the goddess. Once again, bringing in the hands to the top of the head and begin opening up your eyes now. Let's just gently open up our bodies to be present here for our practices. Very often we feel that we are present, but our mind goes all over the place. Our presence is not in our body. Our body is here, but we are trying to bring our consciousness, our thoughts, our mind. We are bringing all the three together, our mind, body, soul together. So let's open up our body. Yes, welcome Papa, welcome Zara. Relax your jaw. We open up our jaw a little bit here and then try and massage here. Opening up. You're going to open up and massage gently also your throat chakra. We want to open up our throat lovingly, gently, through touch, through breathwork practice, through sound practice. Bringing both the hands on each side, gently massaging and opening up our throat chakra. And then doing some gentle tapping for our throat chakra, base of our tongue, tapping. You want to open up our voice. There's a lot of repression that might be stored in your throat chakra coming from your culture that does not give you sometimes the permission to express your authentic truth. Maybe you were told not to be so brave in your expression. Sometimes when we are children, we speak truths. Whatever we see, we speak. Whatever we feel, we give it voice. And you are told, hey, shut up. That's not what a good girl says. That's not what a good boy says. So here, all those projections are sitting here. And then think also the collective voice of the world right now. When we are sitting in quarantine, a lot of us, we feel that there is a kind of a shutting down. All of our systems are feeling shutting down. A lot of us might be feeling depressed, oppressed, suppressed, being pressed down. Yeah? So activating our throat chakra is very important, and also the parts around the heart chakra. Still feeling a lot of pain and suffering. Thousands of people across the world dying just like that. Some countries, every 15 minutes, every 12 minutes, one person is dying. It's too much. There is too much pain. And as you all know, when we are watching movies, sometimes when we see the actor or the actress going through some big crisis, and when they lose a loved one, when they are going through a heartbreak, we start crying. Why do we cry? We didn't go through a heartbreak. We didn't lose a loved one. Why do we cry? We are just watching a movie. We even know that this is not real. This is just made up. It's just a story. And still we cry. So can you imagine how empathetic we are? We are all connected here in the center of the heart chakra. We are all connected, and all of us, all human beings, we are living with this forgetfulness that we are connected. We forget that we are connected with all other human beings. We forget that we are connected with all the animals and the plants and the trees. We are connected with the Mother Earth. We are connected with all the different planets in our solar system. We're connected with all the galaxies, the whole cosmos. Yeah? So here we realize now, with these times, we realize that we are all connected. A lot of us are feeling collective trauma. So if you can feel so much sadness that you start crying just looking at a story, can you imagine how much your body must be feeling the suffering of all the people that are going through sickness, that are going through just a very raw, just dancing in the fire, dancing in the chaos, losing loved ones, feeling that you could lose your loved one anytime. This is a big fear. So a lot of fear is getting stuck in our bodies. Welcome, Sophia. Okay. And in Chinese cultures, they also tap on some important meridians. So here, let's just do some tapping on these meridians. You can do it in other parts also. Very important parts here. So energy can flow freely. When we go through a lot of trauma and fears, our energy gets stuck and it gets blocked. So we want our energies to flow freely. So doing some practices to open up our energy flows. Starting on the other side, just above your elbow. And then you can just do it all over your arm, just below, underneath your underarm. Beautiful. And just breathing in, very soft practice of breathing in. And exhale. Inhaling, exhaling, opening up the body, becoming more and more present. It is hard to be present when you are feeling a lot of storm, emotional storms in your body. It's hard to be present. So breathing in and then from back to forward, breathing in and out, in, out, and in, and out, and just let your tongue relax. Stretching your tongue muscles all the way from here. In. And then before we go into our meditation, guided meditation, one last practice, Brahmari Mudra, with the sound. Let's bring in our sounds also into the practice. First the ears. Brahmari Mudra, we are going to symbolically going to close up all of our senses to look inside. What is happening with quarantine? A lot of us, in most of the countries, quarantine has been applied, meaning we have all been asked to stay indoors, even stay sometimes separate from our children, our parents, our partners. So we are all staying in our own separate rooms. So we have all, this is a metaphor for what? We are all so used to going always outside, 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 right? In our normal lives, we don't have a balance. And this is one of the gifts, even though it sounds like a huge crisis, it is a huge crisis. But one of the biggest gifts that is coming, the universe is asking us to see all the ways in which we have gone out of balance. Going too much outward, outward, outward. Now universe is saying, okay, now go a bit inward into your own self and try and bring balance between outer world and external world. You've gone too much into masculine energy, masculine energy, masculine energy. Live in the head. Yeah, take action, go outside, take action. But now it's saying, okay, now go into your relationships. Relationships are also important. Our feminine side wants to nurture the relationships. So all the ways in which we have gone out of balance in our lives, we are now being thrown into our rooms, into our inner worlds to see all the ways in which I am out of balance. To look inwards. Now our senses, they help us look outward to take in the outside world. Now we are being asked to look inward. So Brahmari Mudra is a great practice to see how we can learn to see more inward, look more inward. Sorry, I'm just going to put my mic because I realized I had not put my mic today. So to look more inward. So symbolically, we are going to close down our senses. The sense of sound. We don't have to press it too hard, but right now you all just look at me. And then the index finger on the eyes, we are symbolically saying that I'm willing to not pay attention too much to listening to the outside noises, but to listen to my own inner voice. I don't want to pay so much attention to see what is there outside, but I want to see what is there inside with the index finger. Middle finger, smells. So we are bringing in the sense of the smell. This one we are not going to press like this, of course, otherwise you cannot breathe. So it's just symbolic, okay? So we are trying to focus more inwardly. And then the other two fingers that are remaining, the ring finger will be up and the tiny finger will be down. That is saying that I'm symbolically closing down my mouth so that my voice is not going outside, but I'm staying, keeping my voice inside. Okay, and then we will chant, we'll make the sound of the honeybees. Brahmari means honeybees. So we're going to make the sound of the honeybees, and this sound vibrates a lot in all of these parts, especially with the third eye. You can just see. So I'll make this sound and you can just see if you can listen. Okay, so that is how we will do it. So let us begin. Take your hands, let's put it, the thumb goes on the ears, the index fingers will go on the eyes, the middle finger next to the nose, ring finger above the lips, little finger below the lips. Exhale completely and begin taking a deep in-breath. Begin. In. In. Two more. In. In. Keeping your eyes closed, slowly release the hands. And just keep your attention on your third eye. Keep your attention inwardly. Just be with what you are feeling, exactly what you are feeling in this moment. We always want to try and fix everything instantaneously. In a patriarchal world, we feel that we have answers to everything and everything can be fixed instantaneously. And now we are being asked to take time. Coronavirus is not something that can be fixed instantaneously, even if there are a lot of people that are healing from it, but still we know that the world is never going to be the same place again after this dance of Kali has been danced on planet Earth. Feel the deep sense of serenity also along with all other feelings that you are feeling. Also feel the deep sense of serenity that you feel inside. Meditating on the throat chakra. Keeping the eyes closed, either lie down or sit up. With every exhalation, relax your throat a little bit more. Let's place our hands, one hand in the front, one hand in the back on our throat chakra to just bring in a little bit more attention in the throat chakra. And breathe directly into your throat. See if you can give your throat chakra the opportunity to occupy space. Can you give your voice the opportunity to occupy space? And then slowly releasing your hands, keeping your attention here. I want you to become aware of what you are holding in your throat chakra. Just be present. Watch like a movie screen inside your throat chakra. See what you see. Ask yourself, how much of my voice, my true voice, meaning you expressing the truth that you believe to be the truth, not what you have been programmed to believe to be the truth, but what you believe to be the truth. And there is no judgment here. Maybe you are not allowed to speak your truth, and that is why your throat chakra shut down. So ask yourself, ask your intuition, how much of my throat chakra is open? How much of my throat chakra is open? Please show me. Maybe it shows you a number from 1 to 10, a percentage, or maybe it shows you a lotus, because in our yogic practices, every chakra has a rose, has a lotus flower. And you can see how much open is your lotus flower in your throat chakra. Now, imagine that there is a movie screen in front of you, and this movie screen is going to show you all the different experiences you've had since your childhood, where your truth was not allowed in the world, where your voice, your genuine, authentic voice was not allowed in this world. Look at all the memories and try and see if you can sit in the middle of your third eye and just watch from a place of detachment, so you're not getting so much into the story, but right now you are watching your life like a detached observer, like a surgeon who is about to perform surgery. Because if the surgeon is getting too much into the story, then he or she will not be able to perform the surgery. So right now we are only witnessing. Now bring in the image of Goddess Skanda Mata in front of you. She has 4 arms. She's sitting with her son, a little young boy Kartikeya, Skanda, in her lap. She also rides a lion. She has lotus in her hand. She has the do not fear mudra with one of her hands. And just she's sitting there with a loving smile looking at you. She's going to become the voice of your higher self. She's going to give you the courage to speak the truths that you don't have the courage often to speak. She's going to help you open up your throat chakra more and more so that you can fully take your voice back. Your throat chakra is also the chakra where your personal will becomes one with the divine will, where your personal intention surrenders and makes space for your divine purpose. So your personal will gets married here with the divine will, meaning you realize why you have come to this planet in your throat chakra, because this is where you can express your purpose from. By expressing your voice, you express your truth, you express your dharma, you express your purpose. Look at the heavy mountain that is sitting in your throat chakra, that is pressing your truths down. And see how sick it is making you to have your truths pressed down by your culture, by your country, by judgmental people around you. See how much it is hurting your soul. See how much it is hurting all the planet. So many people are suffering because when you speak your truth, so many people will be healed by listening to your truth. So when you don't speak your truth, the whole world suffers. Not just you suffer, there are many people that are going to heal through you expressing your truth. They will all suffer. So see how heavy it is to have your throat chakra be locked up. Now Goddess Skanda Mata, with her mudra of do not fear, the hand that says do not fear, and the other hand that is holding the lotus, she's going to send her fully opened lotus to come and sit and mirror as you breathe in. With this goddess, you bring in this fully opened lotus in her hand as a mirror to your own throat chakra lotus that is closed up. With every in-breath, she's giving you the permission to open up your voice more and more. She's giving you the power to open up your voice more and more. She's giving you the courage to open up your voice more and more. She's showing you on the movie screen all the ways in which the planet Earth will be more beautiful, will be more healed when you open up your throat chakra and you start expressing your voice with the world. When you start expressing your truth with the world, she's showing you how much your voice is needed by planet Earth, by all the living beings right now. Keep breathing with this goddess. Keep bringing her golden light from her throat chakra, coming into your throat chakra. I'm deeply committed to opening up my voice more and more and speaking my truth, even if I'm shaking. I will speak my truth with fear. I'll speak my truth with my tears. I'll speak my truth with my anger. I'll speak my truth with my self-doubt. I'll speak my truth with my commitment to myself and to the whole planet. And with every in-breath, receiving your own affirmations from the goddess Skanda Mata. Your individual, your personal self says, oh, but I am too small, I am not worthy enough. And look at the eyes of the goddess. See, when your will, your personal will becomes one with the universal will of the goddess, see what magic can happen. And the goddess looks into your eyes and tells you, when you tell her, but I am too small, how can I express my truth? And she says, my child, this is not about you alone. You are not doing this just for yourself. This is for the whole planet. This is not about you. But what if I am not worthy? This is not about you. But what if people reject me when I show up in front of the whole world, in front of the camera, and the whole world rejects me? But it's not about you. Breathing deeply. This is your personal will is now surrendering to be transformed into the divine will. If you cannot show up for your own self, look at the suffering happening in the world and show up for all other people that you can show up for. Breathe. See what all stories you are holding in your throat chakra. Stories of repression, stories of hiding. Hide your voice, hide your truth. What stories are hiding in your throat chakra? And see how with every breath your throat chakra is opening more and more, how the stories are losing their power more and more. The darkness of all these stories is being illuminated by the golden light of Goddess Durga. Her form, Goddess Skandamata, is now coming inside your throat chakra more and more. She is occupying space in your throat chakra more and more, giving space to the truth of the goddess, to the power of the goddess. And once you find your lotus looking fully opened, bow down to the goddess with a namaste, full, deep bow. And then let us begin the chant. The Bij mantra for throat chakra is Hung. H-U-N-G. Hung. So let us begin with that. Taking a deep in breath. We'll do it 5 times. Hung. Activating with a deep commitment to using your voice. In. 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 Keeping your eyes closed, saying out loud with your hands on your throat chakra, front and back. I'm deeply committed to speaking up my truth, to being fully self-expressed. I'm deeply committed to speaking up my truth, to being fully self-expressed. I'm deeply committed to living my divine purpose, my dharma. I'm deeply committed to living my divine purpose, my deepest dharma. I am ready to claim my power through my voice. I am ready to claim my power through my voice. And then softly opening your eyes, feel the power. When you open your eyes, just feel the power that is there in you, that is there in your voice. Welcome to day 5. Wow, an hour of power, an hour of practice with all of our voices that are ready to be claimed. So today's goddess is goddess Skanda Mata. Skanda Mata meaning mother of Skanda. Skanda is the name of god Kartikeya. Kartikeya, who was son of Shiv and Parvati, who was especially brought on the planet to destroy a particular demon that could only be destroyed by the son of Parvati and Shiv. So Skanda Mata, she is also, of course, because these are all different swarups, different forms of goddess Durga, they are all governing the light, the deep, immense light of the golden sun. So these are all going to be expressed through the golden sun, the illumination, the consciousness of the goddess. She's bringing you a lot of blessings. She's giving you the power of your voice. She's also the goddess of liberation. She's also giving you the Shakti to completely liberate yourself from all the cycles of rebirth and suffering. So Goddess Durga really is a very powerful goddess that liberates you from all the things that are keeping you in bondage with her power, because she's deeply rooted in her truth. She's deeply rooted. She's married to Shiv. So she's deeply committed to her truth, being married to Shiv. So I want you to take your journals and your pens now. We did a lot of practices. We went inside. We saw in what way we are holding ourselves back from expressing our truth, from claiming our voice. So with the power of this goddess, you opened up your throat chakra and you did her chant. But now I want you to have a deep soul inquiry. How is your voice needed in the world today? Yes, welcome Douglas, welcome to our video, welcome to our Navratri sadhana. So how is your voice needed in this planet right now? Let's everyone, before we start with our journaling questions, I want you to first start everyone's just share in one sentence. How can your voice make a difference in the world right now? How can you express your voice today itself? Today itself, just after this video is over, how can you use your voice to give support to everyone that is going through the challenges, whatever it is? Whether you believe in conspiracy theory that's going on, that all the whatever is suffering is going on, it is man-made. I'm sure a lot of you have seen these videos. Maybe it's nature-made. I'm open to all sorts of beliefs. But within what is happening, the suffering is real. whether it's happening man-made, nature-made, the suffering is real. It is a big, huge heartbreak, right? And in the olden times, before the coronavirus came, of course, a lot of the new agey spiritual guides and teachers, a lot of them that believed in just the power of positivity itself, they did not believe in the other side. They don't believe in shadow work. They are being really challenged right now because their go-to comfort zone was like, this is not real. Oh, virus, it's not real, it's all in your head. 23 years ago, I got chronic fatigue syndrome. I still have it. It was the reason why my entire journey of awakening, of healing started. Today, if I'm a facilitator, it's because of this journey. It was a dark journey. Maybe my soul's intention was to awaken, was to ascend. But there is no ascension that is possible without descent. I always tell my student, if you want to ascend, you must descend. If you want to find the brightest stars, you have to go and find the darkest light that might be inside of you. So we cannot deny the darkness. We cannot find the light by denying darkness. We cannot find power by denying suffering. So all those new agey positivistic, school that is so rigid in their beliefs, they're being very challenged right now. So we have to have a much more open kind of belief system where we embrace every aspect of us that is being revealed through these crisis times. So I'm actually grateful to the crisis that happened. Even though thousands and thousands of people, I feel like, judge people like us. I felt so judged. For years, I didn't feel like telling anyone that I have chronic fatigue syndrome because doctors themselves told me, just be positive, nothing is wrong with you. Why? Because they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. It was an invisible illness. Now, can you do the same thing with coronavirus? It's all in your head. It's not real. Can you do that? No, we cannot. That is why we have to use our voices now. We must use our voices to bring the real truth. The path of goddess spirituality is not the path of spiritual bypassing where here's your carpet and you say, okay, let's just shove everything underneath the carpet. Oh, this is not looking very pretty. Let's shove it under the carpet. Let's make the truth like very pretty, very perfect, very positive all the time. I have a positive, fake, perfect smile on my face all of the time. I'm fine, thank you. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. How are you? Oh, coronavirus, it does not exist. I'm positive. It's all perfect. Everything is always perfect. No! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up. Mother Earth is saying, wake up. This is real. And the lessons that are coming by accepting what is happening. Now the world is forced to accept that darkness is real. The suffering is real. And the awakening that is happening because of this darkness is also just as real. Be the change you wish to see in the world, said Gandhiji. How can you, in these troubled times, be the change you wish to see in the world? How can you use your voice, yes, to express compassion, yes, an openness of compassion without judgment? So many are in fear, yes. So people are getting stuck in fear right now. The fear is real, and of course, it's when something like so dangerous, when the tiger is standing in front of you and it's about to attack you and eat you up, of course, you're going to naturally feel fear. But if each and every one of us gets stuck in fear itself and we are frozen with fear, we cannot move. We are frozen with fear. Even that is not going to serve the planet. Denying, no, fear is not real. Fear does not exist. Fear, there is only love. That is also not going to work. So we have to allow people to feel their fears, but we also have to raise them up with our compassion messages. with our love messages, with our empowerment, Goddess Durga's empowerment messages. So let us share, every person, how are you going to use your voice, your throat chakra with the world right now, with whatever is happening? How are you going to show up? And how are you going to use your voice to make them feel supported, to make them feel held, to make them feel loved, to make them feel your compassion and understanding? So Douglas already shared expressing compassion without judgment. Anyone else feel like sharing? Okay, so if you all feel like sharing later on, you can, and otherwise we can just take on our journals and our pens. So on one page you will write down first, what is keeping me from being fully self-expressed? What is keeping me from becoming fully self-expressed, on one page? And on the next page, how am I going to express my love, my purpose, my compassion in the world, in the coming years, in the coming months, in the coming years? How far do you want to look at your own life? So now we are working with personal. We are combining the personal and the infinite together, right? Because whatever you're doing for yourself is not going to just affect your own self. It's going to affect many people, right? So let's write down on the left page, what is keeping me from being fully self-expressed? It's also the chakra, like I said, of self-expression. And on the other side, what does your life look like when you are fully self-expressed? Meaning, what are you doing for self-expression to become fully self-expressed? On the second page. Okay, let us begin. I'll give you all about 6 minutes, 3 minutes for each page. Maria Magdalena says, to give power to many other women with my messages and classes. Wonderful. So she is going to lead classes to bring her voice into the world. That's amazing. So classes, online classes and workshops, really people are going to need them a lot right now. So if any of you is doing free classes or paid classes, workshops, please write down in this thread of comments so that others who are interested in whatever you are offering as well can contact you. We'll take time until 7:35. It's 7:30 right now. Douglas says he's being pushed towards leading workshops and classes right now as well. So a lot of power, I have repeated this over and over again, a lot of power, along with a lot of challenges and suffering that is being, felt by the world. A lot of power is also being channeled right now, because there is a lot of energy of people feeling all these repressed feeling, like the dam, the walls of the dam of the shadow world is broken open right now. So all the frustrations that were people had pressed them down, all of their real authentic power is coming up as a reaction, like we cannot bear this injustice anymore. Whether it's towards the medical, the medical system in countries like America, where people cannot afford treatments. Medicine should be available, it should be affordable. So a lot of power is being channeled on this planet. So anyone that had procrastinated for years and years, someday I'm going to lead workshops, someday I'm going to teach this, someday I'm going to do that. And the universe is sending so much power that right now you have a lot of power being channeled on the planet that is going to support you to finally start expressing what you wanted to express since years. Taking 2 more minutes. Okay, so let us come back in the circle. And let's have everyone share one way in which you keep yourself from expressing your voice in the world, and one way in which you are committing in this moment with having this circle as the witness that you will lead, you will express. So one way in which you keep yourself from expressing your throat chakra, the truth of your throat chakra, and one way in which you are committing to bring more of your throat chakra, your expression, your self-expression into the world. Okay, I think people are a little bit more shy to share today, so no worries. Let us continue. So we'll keep it a little bit shorter today than 2 hours maybe. Oh no, it's already 7:36. Wow, time flies. So let us create a prayer intention. Everyone have a prayer in your heart for the planet right now. Just a prayer that you feel like you really want to send this energy out into the world. First, we will just chant. I just posted on the comment, Om Hreem Saha Skandamatriyai Namaha. This is the chant for Goddess Skandamata. Om Hreem Saha. Everyone say it. Try and say it. Om Hreem Saha Skandamatriyai. Skandamatriyai Namaha. Okay. We have Isabel. She's saying, I keep myself expressing because she keeps herself from expressing herself. She holds herself back from expressing because of fear about what her family and friends will think about her. Okay, this is a big fear for all of us. So fear is big. So we are holding a lot of fear here, right? Fear of being judged, fear of being attacked. If a woman expresses her anger for some injustice that is happening in a patriarchal world, in a patriarchal culture, she's going to be judged, she's going to be criticized, sometimes even attacked. So this is a very big fear. And she's going to claim her voice through singing. That is a beautiful practice, and we are always here to learn from each other as well. So try and see whatever someone else shares, see what can you learn from them as well. Okay, my dad says, in present calamity, India needs to take example of Israel. No deaths, natural treatment followed by them to be propagated and made loud and clear to people. So everybody that knows something, some truth that is working in certain parts of the world. So we will take responsibility rather than just sitting and just being a silent witness, thinking, what can I do? I don't have any power. No, right now technology is our greatest source of power, right? So use technology, see, like, yes, this is really important information. So try and share it. Make a commitment right now. Whoever is watching, make a commitment. Whatever natural medicine you find that is really working for people, you will try and share it in 10 groups, 20 groups, 50 groups. On Facebook, there are so many groups. On your own Facebook pages, in any platform, try and make a commitment. You will share whatever information you find on at least 50 platforms in the next 3 days. 50, yeah? So it sounds big, but it's not that big a deal. When you look at the larger picture, suffering of the world, people are dying. Just one life, if one life could be saved because of your message, if one life could be saved because of your donation, if one life could be saved because of your prayers, a lot of people are also healing through, believe it or not, prayer circles. Can you take a leadership to create a prayer circle? You might not be a facilitator, you might not be leading workshops, but you could lead a prayer circle, right? So however, whichever way you can use your throat chakra in, I invite you to use it. So, and complete hot water with lemon and baking soda to alkalize, use the body. Okay. And Jody says, me too. I don't know, me too for what? Okay, for singing or for what Papa shared. And Jody says, I want to podcast with my husband to discuss our very different perspectives. Yes, we need all the different perspectives right now. Someone might believe that this happened through natural reasons. Someone might believe in the other reasons, man-made reasons, or whatever you call it. Conspiracy theory. I don't even like to call it conspiracy theory. If it is the truth, it is the truth. I don't know. Only time will tell. With time, we will find out. So, Jody, that is amazing. So start using platforms like podcasts, live videos, Facebook, Instagram, whichever platforms you find, please use them. Yes, these podcasts sharing different perspectives, it has great potential. Yes, Douglas is going to share meditations, knowledge, and also singing. That sounds beautiful. Wonderful. So, be the change you wish to see in the world. So today we are going to do, along with after the goddess mantra, the goddess Skanda Mata mantra, which I just wrote down. Om Hreem, you can just scroll up, I just posted. So just repeat again after me. Om Hreem Saha Skanda Matriyai Namaha. So we'll just chant this 3 times, and then I'm going to play Mahamrityunjay Jap on YouTube. I'm going to play it on YouTube because I have chronic pain in my throat, and if I chant so continuously, such a long mantra, then it'll be very painful for my throat. So I'm also going to chant it internally with all of you. And Papa says, I write to Prime Minister of India today on Twitter to get it authenticated. Yes, the message that is coming, how government of Israel has implemented certain natural medicine. So my dad says that he wants to send a message, or he already sent a message to Prime Minister of India to do the same things. Be the change you wish to see in the world. When I was a kid, and since my dad is here, I will share this example with you all. In India, a lot of us are used to just being bowing down to the bureaucracy, bowing down to whatever the superpowers are doing, and I don't have any power, what can I do? So once we were, me and my dad were at the railway station, and there was very long line, and I would have gotten late for my class if I had stood in the long line for 20 or 30 minutes just to get a ticket for the train, to get on the train to go to my college. And then out of 7 windows, ticket windows, about 4 were closed and only like about 2 or 3 were open. And I was about to stand in this very long line and complaining like, oh, what can I do? But what can, And my dad told me, but look at that other windows. Look at those 2 windows. Is it supposed to be their lunch break right now? Is it supposed to be a break time for them right now? I said, no, it's not their break time. So he said, then why do you want to take this injustice? This is a very small thing, but small trainings that our parents give us. And I highly invite you to do this. If you are a parent, inspire your child, because this will go deep into their psyche, into their consciousness. How can they be the change they wish to see in the world? Because this will really create them into responsible, empowered individuals and citizens of the world. So I went there and I knocked at the ticket window, and they opened. They were all sitting and drinking chai. Of course, it's India. People would rather close their windows and sit and drink chai, and they know that they have government jobs. Nobody can take their jobs away. They are relaxed. I have my job. Nobody can take my job away. They are drinking their chais. And I tell them, your ticket window is not supposed to be closed right now. And they said, just go and stand in the next window. I said, no, I'm not going from here. I did not move until they opened the window. And I made a noise more and more and louder and louder. And another time, and then I just started doing this every time I went, and I used to be the first one at the window, because sometimes when you raise your voice against injustice, the universe says, okay, you did well. Here's a little bit of a treat for you. You get to be the first one in front of this ticket window. And then I noticed that when I raised my voice, I inspired other people, because they were blind. They did not even bother to look at what this ticket window says. After I started raising my voice, they heard me, and then they started coming. So everyone is looking for a leader. So rather than looking for a leader, how about you become that leader? When I go to an event, a party, everybody's always waiting. Somebody will go and start dancing first. When somebody goes there and starts dancing, then I will go. So then I say, okay, I used to wait before. Now I say, you know what? Life is too short. I might die tomorrow. It's time to dance. Get up and dance as though nobody is watching. Because the person who is judging myself the most is my own self. Is my own self. So the one who has kept this throat chakra closed up, tied up, yes, this thing happened when you were 3 years old. This story happened when you were 5 years old. This throat chakra was closed down when you were 10 years old. When this happened, then this happened. But right now, all those things are not happening. Then why is this still closed? Because now it is my responsibility to go into those stories, to visit those stories, and then challenge also those stories. That tell those stories that yes, I visited you, I give you love, I hold you, I feel your suffering, but right now I am in charge. I'm sitting in the driver's seat of my life. These people who told me I cannot use my voice, they are not sitting in the driver's seat of my car. The choice is mine. So become that leader, because everybody is looking for somebody else to lead. Everybody is always waiting. So when I started taking my voice back by challenging them, other people started coming and supporting me, and then 4, 5, 6 people. And then they understood, wow, we can also do the same thing that she's doing. You can become an inspiration for so many. And in today's world, with everything that is happening, we need not one leader. We don't need 10 leaders. We need each and every one of you that is watching videos like these to become a leader. Whether you are ready or not, you must become a leader. Whether you feel like you are worthy enough or not, you must become a leader. With all your feeling of worthlessness, rise up and become a leader. With all of your heartbreak, rise up and become a leader. Speak with your tears. It's okay. We need authentic, real leaders. It's okay. Come exactly the way you are. Come. Come. The goddess says, come exactly the way you are. You are my child. I am standing here. I'm ready to embrace you. Come. I will applaud you. I will appreciate you. I will encourage you. Come. So make that commitment, firm commitment, to be the change you wish to see in the world. So, yes, thank you. Thank you all for your kind words. So let's all chant and invoke the mantra for this goddess, and then we will do some small movement, bringing in the energies of the Mother Earth into our heart. And from our hearts, sending love of the Mother Earth from our hearts to the whole planet. Yeah, and then we will breathe in, we will bring in the energy of the universe, of the Father Sky, again into our own hearts, and then we'll send it out to the whole universe for healing. And Mahamrityunjay Jap is what we are going to do this sadhana, this practice with. Thank you, Sarumami, everyone, for being here. So with Mahamrityunjay Jap, this is a mantra that was given for healing all the ailments, was for healing, even bringing people from the death to life, meaning parts of ourselves which are feeling dead, they are going to come back to life. Mahamrityunjay Jap. When the moon god was dying, Lord Shiv gave this mantra, and this is a very powerful mantra. So I'm going to play this mantra 27 times. I'm going to play it online on YouTube, and all of us will chant either out loud or internally. I'm going to post the written mantra here so that you can see. Let me see if I can post a picture here. Post a sticker. No, I don't see. But anyways, maybe you can type on Google Mahamrityunjay Jap, or let me post a picture here. I'm just sharing the link with you all so all of you can look at it to chant together. And so you can just keep following me. So everyone who is watching the video right now, write one sentence prayer that you have for the whole planet right now. We are going to send our loving light from our hearts with the energy of Skanda Mata to the whole planet. So everyone just write one prayer that you have for the whole planet. My prayer is that every child heals naturally. Every child that gets this virus heals completely and naturally. Every adult that gets this illness heals naturally and completely, and the whole planet Earth is free, totally and completely free from this virus by the end of month April. I know this is a very high aim, but this is my prayer, and let's just put that out there into the universe. So everyone else that is seeing, please write down your prayers to the planet, and then we will start doing this practice, and then we will chant the Skanda Mata mantra to close the circle. Let's have a few prayers. What is your prayer for the planet Earth? What is your prayer for every life that is suffering right now? Jodi says, come together to create the world we want to live in. We are many, and those that control the world are few. Exactly. This was my frustration. When I was living in America, I felt like if every American that is sitting at home feeling like, okay, I have health insurance, so I'm covered, I'm okay. No. With today's crisis of Corona, all those people who thought that they were comfortable, that they don't need to feel the need to challenge the status quo and challenge the government and challenge the medical scene over there. Today with coronavirus, all of them are now feeling shaken out of their complacency. A lot of us have been too complacent. Yeah, I'm okay, my children are okay, my family is okay. Who cares about what happens to the rest of the world? Now, everything is personal, because you know that any moment things can come to you too. And we are realizing that we are all in this together. We are all in this together. So the rebellion, the revolution, it will not be just from 10 people that have the courage. We need every person. We need every person. They are few and we are many. Yes, Jodi. So what is your prayer, Lola? That the crisis opens up our hearts and awareness to reality. Appreciate what is important and not what the system has been telling us. Exactly. To create connection and not separation. Yes, beautiful. To send love to all the beings that are suffering. Beautiful, Lola. Many years ago, when I was living in San Francisco, I had a dream that I was walking in the forest and I start holding hands with one person, two people, three people, 10, 100,000, 100,000, million, billion. And I see that the whole world, all the human beings are holding hands inside the forest and standing together. And this dream I had 10, 12, 13 years together. So my prayer also is that now this dream becomes a reality, that all of us hold hands together and create a world that is peaceful, create a world that has balance of masculine and feminine, create a world that is not just about what is happening outside, but also paying attention to relationships, to our inner world, to our inner life. COVID-19 has proved to many how interconnected we all are, Jodi says. Yes, exactly. This is one of the biggest medicine that is coming through this crisis, through this curse. Papa's prayer is let every soul heal of fear and lead with self-expression of knowledge and also dietary control. Yes, through natural medicine. Okay. So let us prepare. Douglas says we are all connected. How we treat the most vulnerable defines us. Very well put, Douglas. So this is not just my circle. I cannot create a circle alone. Circle is created with all of us, all of our voices. So I'm so happy that you all are participating. This is very true. How we treat the most vulnerable, the elderly people, the animals, the children, it defines us. And see, these are the places where the lessons coming from. Children are very vulnerable right now. Elderly people are very vulnerable right now. Animals are speaking up. We have been, some people have been treating animals very cruelly, eating anything and everything. No, we are not here to kill them and eat them. We are here to hold them with love, to support them, to take care of them. May all beings be whole and well. Yes, thank you, Douglas, for your prayers. Amita, this work is beautiful. Okay, thank you, Amita. If you have any prayer, please feel free to share. So let us begin now. Keep all the prayers that are there coming up. And remember, first and foremost, you have to send the prayers to your own self, then to all your loved ones, and then to the whole planet. So as we are going to chant this mantra together, whenever my throat hurts, I will chant it internally, but let the mantra keep going. We'll close the circle then with Goddess Kanda mantra. Okay, so I have posted the link of this mantra and I'm going to start it. So if you want to look at it and chant out loud or internally, you can. And bring your hands in the front like this. Imagine that your hands are sending energy to the whole planet. Imagine the whole planet Earth in front of you. Imagine the whole planet is in front of you. And this energy is coming from your hands, right? And then you bring the hands down to the Mother Earth, bringing in deep in breath. Bring the love of the Mother Earth, send it out to the whole planet. Then bring the loving energy of Father Sky, golden light, coming into your heart and being channeled from your heart to the whole planet. So pink light from the Mother Earth, coming in from the earth, pink light and golden light, okay? So just place your hands on the earth.
यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतान् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतान् त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतान् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतान् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतान् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतान् त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतान् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ 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 त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्
And then just seeing the planet in front of you. Your hands are still like this. The whole planet is in front of you. And you're sending out the light and love of the goddess, Skanda Mata, to the whole planet. You can just scroll up. I've put her mantra right there in my comments. Om Hreem Saha, I'll just post it again. Skanda Matriyai Namaha. So bring the whole planet into you. We'll keep on doing prayers for the planet every single day now. Okay? We really need to pray for the planet. So 3 times deep in breath. Om Hreem Saha Skandamatriyai Namaha. Om Hreem Saha Skandamatriyai Namaha. See the whole planet covered by blue light of peace. Let's pray for world peace right now. Last time, deep in breath. Om Hreem Saha Skandamatriyai Namaha. Bringing your hands on your heart. Divine Goddess Skanda Mata, Divine Goddess Durga, I pray to you to please protect our planet. to heal every being that is suffering, to give us your power and Shakti. Open up our throat chakras so that we can be your voice, your voice and your healing light on this planet. Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. Opening your eyes softly. You are in your center. You are in your heart. You are in your power, ready to be the change you wish to see in the world. Deep bow. Deep bow to all of you that is committing to use your voice for upliftment of all sentient beings. Thank you. I love you all so much.